I logged into our retirement account like I had 100 times before. It was supposed to be the one corner of my life that felt safe. 30 years of skipped vacations, second jobs, coupon clipping, and saying maybe next year, so we could have some security when we were old. But instead of the familiar numbers that always made me breathe easier, the balance was zero. Completely wiped out. At first, I thought it was a glitch. I refreshed, logged out, logged back in. Same thing. Zero. My hands started to shake, my stomach dropped. After a long call with the bank, the truth was unavoidable. It wasn't fraud, it wasn't a mistake. He had emptied it himself. We weren't wealthy. That money was the only guarantee we wouldn't be a burden to our kids someday. It was supposed to buy us peace of mind, not flashy toys or risky adventures. When he got home that night, I couldn't look at him the same. All I saw was the decades we'd sacrificed together, gone. Burned to ashes by the one person who swore he was building a future with me. The first red flag wasn't the empty account. It was the receipts I found while cleaning out his jacket pockets. A jewelry store slip with numbers that made my jaw drop. A hotel bill from a weekend I knew he hadn't spent with me. When I confronted him, I expected guilt. Maybe fear. What I got was arrogance. You don't understand, he snapped, waving off the receipts like they were scraps of paper. This isn't wasting money, it's investing in something real. She believes in me, in us. She knows I can do more than just rot away waiting for retirement. I just stared at him. You blew through 30 years of savings, our retirement, on a woman? On her. His face twisted, defensive. She needed me. She's starting something big, and I wanted to be the one who supported her. You wouldn't get it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This wasn't just infidelity, it was theft. He hadn't only betrayed me as a wife, he'd robbed us of the very future we'd built together. Every dollar meant for security in our old age had been poured into someone else's fantasy. It unraveled faster than even I expected. The big project she'd sold him on was nothing more than smoke and mirrors. A rented office that never opened, promises to suppliers she couldn't keep, and luxury dinners she called business meetings. And the second the money dried up, so did her devotion. One day she was posting filtered selfies with him in the background. The next she'd packed her bags and vanished. Blocked him on everything. Left him with a mountain of bills and nothing to show for it. Weeks later, I heard a knock at my door. There he was, standing in the same hoodie I'd seen him wear for years, but now it hung loose on him, his face grey, eyes hollow. He smelled like stale coffee and desperation. I just need a little help, he stammered. Gas money, grocery money. Just until I get back on my feet. You know me, I'll bounce back. For a moment, I almost laughed. This was the man who told me I was too cautious. The man who burned through decades of sacrifice like it was spare change. And now he was begging me for gas money. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "You burned decades of our lives. Don't expect me to light another match for you." I didn't let him in that night. Watching him fidget on my porch, trying to look pitiful, I felt something I hadn't in months, clarity. The man who gambled away our future for a fantasy wasn't my partner anymore. The very next morning, I went to the bank and opened a brand new account under my name only. I started small, transferring every paycheck straight into it, cutting corners where I could, building a safety net from scratch. It wasn't much, but it was mine, and no one could touch it but me. Rebuilding wasn't easy. I picked up over time, leaned on my sister to watch the kids, and swallowed my pride when friends offered help. But each step made me stronger. For the first time in years, I felt like I was steering my own ship. Word got around fast. A neighbor told me he was living out of his car, moving from one Walmart parking lot to another, trying not to get noticed. The man who once strutted around like a savior now couldn't scrape together enough to keep his tank full. And me? I tucked my kids in, kissed their foreheads, and whispered, "We still have a future, because I'll never let anyone burn it away again."